This episode is brought to you by That Gosh Darn Hippie Show. Featuring music from the days of vinyl, it's the grooviest thing to hear on your radio. Hi, I'm Diva from Musical Hell, and I know the score. So, have you noticed that there's been this trend of musicals that take historic or classical subjects and put a modern spin on them, anachronistic music and costumes, multi-ethnic casts, and the like? And have you noticed I've been talking about several of them? Well, that's because they tend to be pretty awesome. And continuing in that trend, Musicals 101 presents 6.
Welcome to the show, to the history mix, switching up the flow as we add the prefix.
Written by Cambridge students Toby Marlowe and Lucy Moss, 6 recasts the 6 wives of Henry VIII as a somewhat fractious pop girl group. Think the Tudors meets the Spice Girls. To make things interesting, the queens hold a competition. Whoever can prove she had the worst time of it with their royal husband will get to be the group's lead singer. What follows is part rock concert, part history lesson, and part meditation on the struggles of being a woman in a time period and historical perspective dominated by the male voice. With an all-female cast, including the backup band, it's no surprise that 6's score is heavily influenced by the ladies who've reigned on the pop charts. Heart of Stone, a powerful torch song for Jane Seymour, the third of the wives who died not long after birthing Henry's much-desired male heir, has the sweep and fire of an Adele ballad.
You can build me up, you can tear me down, you can try but I'm unbreakable. You can do your best, but I'll stand the test. You'll find that I'm unshakable.
Meanwhile, Anne of Cleves' solo, Get Down, owes something to Iggy Azalea's Fancy with its chill bass riff and high-life attitude. Cleves historically did make out better than the rest of the consorts. She remained a fixture at court even after her divorce, and would go on to outlive Henry and all the other wives, so it makes sense that this song has a more laid-back party vibe than the rest of the score.
Making my way to the dance floor. Some boys make an advance, I ignore them as my jam comes on the loose. Looking cute.
On the other end of the trauma spectrum, we get some clever historic and social undertones for the 2 beheaded wives, Anne Boleyn and Katherine Howard. Marlowe and Moss have given both of these ladies solos in the shape of bad girl songs, an allusion to the promiscuous reputation that was used to justify their executions and which has followed them throughout the centuries, but they go on to subvert the expectations of the genre. Boleyn's song, Don't Lose Your Head, starts off with a callous mean girl vibe, playing on the image of Anne as a homewrecker and flirt. But as the song progresses, the chorus goes from careless to defiant, refusing to accept the blame for events and actions that were beyond her control.
Sorry, not sorry about what I said. I'm just trying to have some fun. Well, don't worry, don't lose your head. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. LOL, say oh well, I'm going to hell.
Even more subversive, and easily the darkest song in the score, is Katherine Howard's All You Wanna Do. What starts out as an I'm hot and all the guys want me brag quickly evolves into an uncomfortable litany of a teenage girl's sexual exploitation. That the song is reminiscent of Britney Spears' dance pop adds another chilling wrinkle to the piece.
You can't wait a second more to get my concert on the floor. Playtime's over. The only thing you wanna do is...
6 is currently playing the West End, with the North American debut moving to the American Repertory Theatre in Cambridge after its Chicago run, and a Broadway production announced for early next year. While I do think the show could use a little expansion to truly fill a Broadway house, I'm eager to have it playing in New York and think it could do well there. Like several recent hit shows, it has an interesting concept, empowering themes, and most of all, amazing music. I'm Diva, I know the score, and now, so do you.